Our next objective is to how to find the equation of a quadratic function from a table. So for starters, let's try to look at our table. So this is our table, and as I talked about it in the first video, we need to find our first and second difference in order for us, that will help us to find our quadratic function. And in this case, it's -12, -15, u minus -3. In order for us to get to -16 from -15, we need to 1. In order for us to get to -16 to -15, we add 1, and etc. And all of those, they have a constant difference of them adding up by 2 each time. Now, it is very important for us to know our second difference, because what we can do is divide 2 by 1, which gives us 1. 1 is, that can help us find another kind of another additional table here that we can use in order for us to find our function. So if this is 1 and it's an x, we need to, this is how we do it. X. Why? Well, 1x is the same as x, and x, we need to add a squared point to it, and you will see how that works. So now let's start doing it. 0 and 0 times 0 squared, which is 0, 1 squared, which is 1, 2 squared, which is 4, 3 squared, which is 9, 4 squared, which is 16, 5 squared, which is 25. How does that help us? For now, we don't see anything. However, our next step in finding this is to see how much numbers we're missing in order for us to get from here to here. Okay, then let's do that. So -12 minus 0 is, of course, -12. From 1 to -15, we need to do, it's -6, we need to minus -16. In order for us to get to 4 to -16, we need to do -20. From 9 to 15, we need to get it until 24. And 16 to 12, -12, we need to do 28. And in 25 and 7, we need to do it, and we get a 32. So just by doing that, I can already in my head see the pattern that's going on in this, our kind of like a second x squared column of our table. -12 and -16, the difference between those is -4. Difference between those is also a -4. 20 and 24 is also a -4. 24 and 28 also a -4. -4. So we found another pattern in our table. And what we can do and how we can use it is simple. By having this, we know what our bx is. So let me just recap that real quick. So the standard form of the quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c. By doing all this, we found our b, the coefficient of x, and it is -4x. Ax squared, that's what we did here. We divided our second difference by 2, by 2, and we get 1. And this is how we got x squared. So 1x squared, which is the same as x squared minus 4x. And this right here is our y-intercept. And again, in this table, it is we can also see our y-intercept very clear. Since this is x and this is y, our y-intercept is 0, -12. This is because x value is 0 and the y-intercept gives us a -12. So there we have our equation, x squared minus 4x minus 12.